and it is the Ultimate Disney tag, which I got from Sam, and I will link hers below too because she's doing the program too. So I got them questions from her, and I'm going to be taking them off of my handy dandy phone, which is mini, and I have the questions right here. But I love my phone case, so when I keep looking down, that's what I'm looking at. Okay, so the first question is, how did you first discover the magic of Disney? Well, kind of a funny story, but I mean, it's always been there with me for as long as I can remember, because when I was little, my dad and my mom used to use Disney movies as a way to get naps and stuff because the Disney movies were long. Their top picks were, you know, Mary Poppins and Pete's Dragon and all those because they were so long. And, you know, it worked. 3.5 hour nap, they worked all the time. So, I mean, it's always been there for as long as I can remember. So, are you the only one obsessed with Disney in your family, or does it run in the family? Definitely the only one. I mean, everybody supports my love of Disney, but sometimes they're like, do you need a more grown-up job or a more grown-up thing to be interested in? But, I mean, you don't have to be young to be interested in it, is my thing. So, it's mainly just me, though. Favorite thing to collect? I actually haven't collected anything Disney. I mean, I've gotten Disney things before, but I've never actually collected them. So if I was to collect them, I would probably collect either mugs or pins. I think those would be two really fun ones to collect. Do you have a favorite pair of Mickey ears? Well, I only have one pair of Mickey ears, and they're, you know, pretty much the original Mickey ears, but they're Minnie's ears, so they have like Minnie's little bow on them, and they're like the little hats, but I really want like the headband ones for sure. So but I'll put a little picture of it right here of the one I have, because I don't have it with me at my dorm, but I do have it. What is your most treasured Disney item? Well, that I've bought at the park, it would be my little Steamboat Willie right back here. That little guy over there. But my most treasured one is my Simba. Because this is my Simba that I've had since the movie originally came out. So he's been through a lot. I used to carry him just by his tail. Him and Barney used to be carried by his tail. Don't ask me. I don't know what 2-year-old me was thinking, but I've had that since the movie came out, and yeah, my mom tried to wash it, and so his little tuft is all wadded up. It's been wadded up for a very long time, but this would most definitely be my most treasured Disney item because I've had it for so long, and I love it. It's just so cute. And it's just, I try to get him to stand sometimes. He doesn't quite stand, but he lays very well. So, you know what? I'm just going to hold him for the rest of the thing. That's what I'm going to do. Favorite piece of clothing, Disney clothing or accessory to wear? I have this Minnie Mouse sweater that I wore the day that I found out I got on the program. And I didn't get it at the parks or anything, but I actually got it at Forever 21, I think. And I absolutely love that thing. I think it's adorable, but I haven't actually gotten any apparel or accessories from Disney before, but I am planning on it. What is your dream job at Disney? I have basically what I really want to do with, whether it's with Disney, which I hope it is, but at some point in my life, I would love to be producing. So, I mean, I always loved movies and stuff like that, so I always thought producing is like the perfect place for me, and if I could get to do that within Disney would be amazing. But if we're talking about the Disney College program, then what I got is what I wanted, so, which is merch, and so I'm really excited about that. And if you could say one thing to Walt Disney, what would it be? think this is like a pretty universal thing, but thank you. I mean, I had a lot of heartbreak and a lot of, you know, sad things that happened last year, and every time something sad has happened to me, I've always turned to movies and I've always turned to Disney, and it's always been something that's, you know, been there, and yep, that's what I would say. I would say thank you. Alright, so this is a new little section which is called, and it's called the Disney Parks. Walt Disney or Disney World. So I've only ever been to Disney World, so I guess I'd have to say Disney World, but I would think either one would be amazing. Favorite park at Walt Disney World? Well, I've only ever been to Magic Kingdom and Hollywood Studios, but out of the two, I really liked Hollywood Studios, again, with the whole film thing and everything, so. Favorite land in Magic Kingdom? Fantasy, I guess. I'm not really familiar with all of them because I've only spent one day in Magic Kingdom and it was real quick and everything like that, so. Favorite Disney Parks souvenir? Again, that would be my Steamboat Willie over there in the corner. Favorite Disney Parks memory? Okay, so this is really funny. My dad was, he was excited to be going to Disney, but he was mainly just there for business purposes, and the Disney thing was kind of a side thing for me and my mom to do, but we talked him into going the second day we were there, and he was like, well, this is just going to be a bunch of foolishness and all this kind of stuff, and I told him, I was like, you know what? I was like, why don't you, the first thing we'll do when we go to Hollywood Studios is we'll go to Indiana Jones, because my dad's a big Indiana Jones fan, and all of that stuff. So we were like, we'll just go there first. And he was like, this is just going to be a bunch of foolishness and all this kind of stuff. And he actually ended up really, really liking it. And so seeing my dad go from, this is a bunch of foolishness and all this kind of stuff to having like a really fun time was awesome to see. What attraction are you most likely to go to first when you're at the parks? Well, I really, really, really enjoyed Toy Story Mania, so probably there, most likely, because I thought that was a lot of fun. So to get a fast pass to go through that would be amazing. Favorite attraction or ride at the parks? Toy Story Mania or Haunted Mansion are my two favorites that I've been to. Who's the park character you never want to miss meeting at the parks? I don't know. I want to meet all of them, but I think probably Belle? Yeah, I would have to go say Belle. If you could be any Disney character at the Disney parks, which one would you be? Even though Belle's my favorite, I've heard a lot of people have told me they could see me doing Snow White. I don't know what it is, but I guess it's my round face, I don't know, but a lot of people have told me that they can see me being Snow White, so I guess Snow White. Favorite hotel at the parks? I haven't been to any of the hotels at the parks, but from what I've seen of them, the Grand Floridian looks really pretty, so I have the Grand Floridian. If you could stay at any hotel free of charge, which would it be? Again, Grand Floridian. Your favorite snack to get at the parks? Churros, Mickey's ice cream bars, etc. Well, since I've never tried Dole Whip, I really, really want to try Dole Whip, so I'm just going to go with that. Favorite restaurant at the parks? I haven't been to any of the restaurants at the parks, so I really don't know. No. Do you have a plan to have, or have you had your honeymoon at a Disney park? Well, number one, I'm single, so no honeymooning or weddings or anything like that in my future for quite a while. So, but if I was to be married and to go on a honeymoon, I would rather enjoy going to Disney for that. So if I was doing it, then yes. Disney movies. Favorite Disney film? Beauty and the Beast. Favorite Disney soundtrack? I really like the soundtrack from Tangled a lot. I don't know if it's the fact that it's got Mandy Moore and Donna Murphy in it, but those are two of my favorites. And So I'd have to say Tangled. My favorite Disney song, Almost There from Princess and the Frog, because there's a lyric in there where she's like, I've had trials and tribulations, but I'm almost there. I know that's not the exact lyric, but, you know. And again, last year was a really trying time for me and my family, and I got through those times again by Disney, and now I'm almost to where I've always wanted to be with the Disney College program. So, I mean, it's been a kind of like a theme song in a way for me for the past year and a half, so. Favorite Disney character is Goofy. I don't know. There's just something about Goofy that I love. Like, I want to meet him so bad. Favorite Disney princess? Belle. Favorite Disney villain? Ursula. Favorite Pixar film? Brave? I think. Brave? Yeah. Favorite Disney actor? I don't know. Lizzie McGuire? Or not Lizzie McGuire. Hilary Duff. Yeah, Hilary Duff. If you could meet any Disney star, which would it be? Hilary Duff. I always really liked her. If you could relive any Disney film moment, which would it be? The floating lantern scene from Tangled. I just think it's beautifully animated, and I love that song, and the animation is amazing, and I absolutely love it. If you could keep one Disney movie, if you could only keep one Disney movie, which would it be? Mary Poppins. I mean, that's been with me since I was so little, and it's a classic. I love it, and it's got Julie Andrews in it, Dick Van Dyke. I mean, it's got amazing people in it. If you could have any Disney character as your best friend, which would it be? Daisy. I don't know. I've always really liked Daisy, so Chip or Dale? Dale. Sebastian, Scuttle, or Flounder? Scuttle. Mickey or Minnie? Can I have them together? If not, Mickey. But I really love Minnie. Can I just put them together as a couple? Please? Pascal or Maximus? Maximus. Sven or Olaf? Sven. Abu or Raja? Raja. Lumiere, Mrs. Potts, Chip, or Cogsworth? Okay, so there's a story behind this. Okay, when I was 16, I came down to visit my grandparents in Texas, and they had signed me up for a drama camp program, which is where I met my best friend, Lynn. Well, the year that I did it, it was called Drama Camp Goes Disney, so we did nothing but Disney songs. And the age group that I was in, we did a scene from Beauty and the Beast, and then we did Be Our Guest from Beauty and the Beast. Well, in the scene that we were in, the girl that I became best friends with, Lynn, she played Lumiere, I played Mrs. Cogsworth. And so it's always been like this running joke that she's in my phone as Lumiere, and she's like the perfect Lumiere. And so we're always like, you're my Lumiere and my Cogsworth. So I'm like Cogsworth and all this kind of stuff, but because we have the banter back and forth and all that stuff. But so I'd have to say all of them are my favorite, but if I had to pick an absolute favorite, Mrs. Potts. Donald, Goofy, or Pluto? Goofy. Anna or Elsa? Anna. Buzz or Woody? Buzz. The first Disney movie you remember seeing in theaters? I don't necessarily remember seeing it in theaters, but I do know my grandparents took me to go see The Lion King. Favorite Disney movie that's not a classic or famous? Pete's Dragon. If you could, what forgotten princess would you add to the official lineup? It's a tough one. Princess Mia from The Princess Diaries. Your favorite princess dress or outfit? I've always loved Belle's blue outfit. Like, I've gone as that for Halloween numerous years, so probably that one. Your favorite iconic moment? Examples: Ariel on the rock, Aladdin fighting the lamp, Rafiki lifting Simba. Did this tell you? Rafiki lifting Simba. What's the saddest moment for you in any Disney film? Probably, I mean, I've cried in a lot of Disney films, and a lot of them have very sad parts. But I don't know. I don't know why, because it's not really a sad moment, but when Mr. Banks is making the kite with the kids at the very end of Mary Poppins, I don't know what it is about that, but I always tear up at that point. I love that point. Like, I know it's not really, I mean, it's a happy moment in the song, like in the movie, but I don't know. It always kind of like makes me have like this happy cry. So I'm going to change that from saddest moment to happiest moment. I'm changing that question. Best Disney kiss? Belle and the Beast on the tower. Definitely. If you could live in any world from a Disney movie, which would you choose? Belle's? I've always really liked that. I always thought it was really pretty. And then I could ride Philippe around. That'd be cool. So yeah. Which Disney princess has the best sidekicks? Pocahontas. Pocahontas, definitely. If you could have a party themed around any Disney movie, which one would you pick? A party themed around any Disney movie. The Princess and the Frog. And like do a whole like Mardi Gras theme. That would be awesome. If you could choose the plot or adaptation for the next Disney movie, what would it be? I was actually talking to my friend about this the other night, and I was telling her I always thought it would be kind of cool, like with Cinderella coming out and everything like that. Like, you've seen all these adaptations of Cinderella. Like, you have Ever After, the Cinderella story, and another Cinderella story, and all of these. But I think it would be really interesting to see one where, you know, like, normally the father dies, or the mother dies, and then the father dies, and then it's the stepmother that takes over. Well, what if there was an adaptation of it where it was the father that died, then the mother remarries, and then the mother then dies, and so then it's the stepfather, and then so like that, and so instead of an evil stepmother, it's an evil stepfather. I always thought that would be really interesting. Which Disney movie, even if it's not your favorite, will always have a special place in your heart, and for what reason? I mean, they all have a special place in my heart, but I guess if you go with the heart issue of it, I'd have to say Mary Poppins, because that's the one I turn to when I've had a bad day, or I just need to chill out, or, you know, I just need to check out from the world for 3 hours and chill and have Julie Andrews around and all that kind of stuff. So I think I would say that. So if you have stayed through this 20-minute video, then I applaud you. And if you would like to follow me on my journey, make sure to click like and subscribe down there. And I will keep you updated with the rest of my journey. See you later.